Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know. Kind of torn. I can either go to the infirmary, the kitchen, or the clubhouse. I don't know. Seems like there'd be nobody at the dining hall, so that might be the better solution. I mean, it's not that far from the infirmary if we have to go there. To be honest, that infirmary person really kind of gives me the creeps, so I don't necessarily want to go to the clubhouse. They're just going to give me some kind of sandwich that he had hiding in his butt cheeks or something. So I'll just go to the dining hall and get it directly. I always take good care of my health, and even better at the moments when I couldn't bear it anymore. And now I was able to walk, my feet weren't hurting much. So my feet will heal up eventually, while hunger drives the wolf from the wood. Surely the pioneers didn't finish up everything. At least a couple sausages, eggs, or in the worst case, a few pieces of bread should be left. It was so deserted and quiet near the canteen, I even hesitated for a second. Isn't it here where every pioneer seeks his happiness 3 times a day, and sometimes even more often? Isn't it an oasis out this heated summer desert? Isn't it a secret chemistry lab studying how types of meals unknown to science affect immature teenage? Now this building looked more like a bastion abandoned by its defenders, like a kind of La Rochelle left by the Hugenjach. Just get in and the ghosts of warriors who accepted a heroic death here will surround you. The canteen looked the way it always did, though. It was just as completely empty except for Miku, who was cleaning a table. Seeing that, I quickly turned around and tried to sneakily escape, but I didn't manage to make it.
Hello, hello. I'm Dr. Shiny Face. You come to eat? You missed breakfast, didn't you? I mean, I didn't see you. You could have been there, but I didn't see you. It's a good time they came anyway.
Hi. Well, I guess I came wondering if there was anything left, maybe.
There's nothing left. You need to wait for lunch. You won't help me, by the way, but I'm cleaning up here.
What for?
What do you mean?
She puffed her lips, seeming offended.
Somebody has to clean up. We do it in turns. You will have to do your turn as well. Hello, hello. I'm Dr. Shinyface.
Thanks, but no. Okay, I got it. I was going to leave, but Miku still couldn't stop.
So, you gonna help me?
Well, No. No, I don't want to spend time with Dr. Shinyface right now.
Okay, fine.
It looks like I've upset Miku. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Leaving the canteen, I sat on the bench by the door and sighed tiredly. My feet were still hurting a bit, although not as bad as before, and there was still nothing in my stomach. There's quite a bit of time before lunch, so I decided to go for a walk. I picked a random direction that could be explained by a single word: forward. In the end, I found myself at the square. This wasn't a surprise, as the Monument of Genda seemed to be the cultural hub of this camp and kind of kilometer zero. I sat on a bench and started to think. 4 days have passed and I haven't gotten an inch closer to working out how I got here. It's true that quite a few strange things have happened during this time, but almost every one of them can be explained logically after careful thinking. Every single one of them could have happened in normal life. Normal life. This term lost its original meaning to me here. Reactions to the environment, actions and words of other people, or my own words. Indeed, none of this here is normal. In the past 4 days, my worldview had taken a series of painful punches to the stomach and uppercuts which led it, being, if not knocked out, then seriously knocked down. Sometimes I don't understand why I act one way and the other, or say some things. Actually, I do understand, but not straight away. Such afterthoughts, however, don't help me to act differently, more sanely, and appropriate to the situation at all. Moments of truth happening to me are becoming more and more rare. If my only wish during the first day was to get out of here, then now my main concern is to find food, how to avoid lineup in the morning, and what to say to old Dmitrievna if Alyssa complains about me. And those things are truly important to me, and day after day, daily fuss like this overshadows the thoughts in my head about how world around me, together with this camp and these girls, are completely abnormal. But I can't do anything about it myself. Because I just forget. In the same way we breathe without thinking about it, I'm joining the everyday life of the local inhabitants more and more without realizing it. I'm steadily becoming an average pioneer. No, this is wrong. I shouted loudly and slapped my face a few times. All of a sudden, the bell sound calling pioneers to lunch came from the loudspeakers. Finally. I ran, skipping along to the canteen, leaving my inspiring thoughts back at the square where they could sound interesting to Genda alone, and only if he was alive. The day has just started, and I've already gone through so many things already. But I did it, and now have legitimate grounds to fill myself up. Today wasn't the last one I could choose a free table. Oh, today I wasn't the last one, so I could choose a free table. Lunch included pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. It was a major disappointment to me, as I don't eat fish in any form, and hence will get fewer calories than usual. Soon, Slavia and Lena came to my table.
Can we?
She smiled nicely. Eh? Yeah, sure. I stood up and pulled out a chair for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at that moment.
Enjoy your meal.
Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued to for some time. Then, after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate. You too.
Do you have any plans for today, Semyon?
Nope. I gave her an honest answer, as indeed I had no plans. Except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal.
You want to take a boat ride to the island with us?
The island? Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what?
Olga Dmitrievna asked us to gather some strawberries. There are a lot of strawberries there, too. They're delicious.
I could imagine the taste without even eating it. Just looking at Slavia's face. Strawberries. And what are those for?
I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea.
Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure.